Module 4, Things to Look Out For. Delayed Reactions. Another common occurrence with tapping is that you have a delayed reaction. This can happen in your self-tapping or when you tap with a practitioner. This may happen for many reasons. When I work with clients, sometimes the work in a session is so transformative that it's like their system needs a week or so to digest the shifts that happened and the new perspectives that emerged. Clients have told me that it just starts to unfold over the week and kind of sifts down and percolates through their system. This may also happen in your self-work with the DIY tapping system. Sometimes, when you clear issues with tapping, it sets free a very different way of being. When you release something that you've been holding on to for a long time, your energy system changes, it readjusts, space opens up, things move around, and you sometimes need to adjust to a new identity. At times, your whole system needs to readjust. This may also happen for physical pain. You may not get immediate pain relief, and that may be because you need to do the tapping more consistently or to be more persistent with it. But sometimes, you will get relief a few hours later, or even a couple of days later. Sometimes it takes time. This may be a strange example, but a long time ago I used tapping on cramps. When you're in the middle of that pain, it hurts a lot. So I was tapping and tapping and tapping, and nothing was happening. I was in the middle of the cramps, and then I finally stopped tapping, but I was still in pain. And then lo and behold, after about 5 or 10 minutes, they just went away. Whenever that happened, I would just keep tapping, and each time, cramps would eventually subside. But it was always after I'd stopped tapping, not during it. It took a little time, but it must have had some kind of cumulative effect in my body, or the persistence paid off, because after just a little while, I simply stopped getting cramps. It became a real anomaly instead of a regular thing. My theory on the time lag for some physical issues is that the body is made up of dense energy. It's still a bunch of atoms, but it's not that light energy that's like the air around you. Rather, it is energy showing up in the form of matter. When you're tapping, sometimes it takes a little while for it to work its way all the way through that dense system that is your body. So I find this happens a little more with physical stuff. That being said, I've also seen huge physical pain completely transform in moments. Like moments. I worked on someone who had a frozen shoulder for about 2 years, and when we identified that it was actually grief about her brother's passing 2 years prior, it just lifted. It was within 20 minutes, and she was lifting her arm above her shoulder. It was gone. It can happen that quickly too. Every body is different, and every system and every issue is different. You may find that you have a delayed reaction on some things and instant relief on others.